Whoa! Howdy, folks. How are you doing today? I have loved going back and listening to these as I edit them, and just hearing the rise and fall and rise again of my health over the last several days. It has been a real adventure. I don't know if you noticed, but I almost burped there. I had to do some deep breaths to hold it in. I believe last time we were here together, we were discussing whether or not we were going to have really big windows, or whether or not we were going to shrink them down to normal size. Let's take a step back and look at this hideous monstrosity that we have constructed from it. Oh no. It looks terrible. It looks so terrible. I think if we had just stopped after the second floor, we could have walked away and been fine. You know what I mean? I think it would have been okay, and it would have looked good. But where we're at right now, this just looks like a hideous disaster. If I was on my own server, which you can join for as little as $1 a month, patreon.com/howdy folks, link in the description. If I was on there and I saw this, I would delete the world. And I would ban everyone, and we'd start over, get a whole new list of pages. No, it's not. I guess it's not that hideous, but it is pretty bad. You have to admit, this is pretty bad. We're gonna finish it. We're gonna be done. I can't go any further. The big windows are staying. Maybe this will be a ballroom type area. Heck, maybe this is where we'll have the actual Thanksgiving party. You know, a lot of hotels have an area in them, especially the big classy joints that you can rent out for parties and business meetings and things like that. And maybe that's what this is going to be. I've made that decision. That's the executive decision. It's been filed away. There we go. That's the sound of it being filed away. You want me to do it again? It's done. No turning back now. No turning back. I'm trying to figure out here if perhaps we can't salvage this situation with the window on the corner like that. We did decide to do that down here, I think, now that I think about it. Yeah. And it's fine. It's worked out for us, so maybe we won't worry too much about it. Let's slap a roof on this bad boy and call it a day. I'm willing to say that I am done. There's no saving it. There's no saving this. We're at a point now where the best we can do is just finish it and walk away. So let's finish it and walk away. And while we do that, might I just say, hey, folks, I really do appreciate all of the comments that I've been getting and all the feedback that I've been getting on this series, and I just wanted to assure you that, no, I do know what to do next, right? So I've had some people ask why I'm still doing this. Why am I still playing Tekkit Legends? And do I need ideas? Am I short on ideas? Have I considered insert Modpack name here? And I just wanted to take a moment during today's episode to assure you all that yes, I realize this is a bit of an older series, a bit of an older mod pack. I had someone ask, "What version of this are you playing?" And I can only assume. I don't remember. I don't think they've responded to me yet, because I did confirm to them that yes, this is the version from 5 years ago. I think it was last updated 3 years ago, which is crazy to think about. But yeah. I'm not playing this because I don't know what else to play. Let me say that. Let me assure you of that. That is not the case. I am playing this because, as I've said previously, I know it. It's something I don't have to think about. You know, we've already got this world started from the series. You know, we did the 25-25-25 challenge series, so we already had the world. And I'm like, yeah, I want to keep playing Minecraft, but I just don't feel like starting anything new right now. I don't know if any of you have ever been in that position before, where you've looked at the Minecraft landscape and you've thought, yeah, you know, there's some cool things out there that I'd be interested in trying. But not today. You know, when I think of a new mod pack, you gotta start from scratch. You're essentially doing vanilla Minecraft from the get-go, and it can be a bit of a hassle to get going again with something new like that. And right now, I'm just enjoying the fact that we've got this world. It is established right now. You know, we've got it going, and I know all the mechanics of Tekkit Legends. I know them by heart, and I just like that I can, you know, play it without putting too much thought into it, essentially. It's a lazy series. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what it is. I mean, the whole concept of the 25-25-25 challenge started off as this sort of hectic idea that, you know, can I put out 25 videos in the span of 25 hours each 25 minutes long. There's nothing lazy about it. It was a lot of high energy. It was a lot of coffee-fueled recording sessions and rushing to edit and last minute trying to throw together thumbnails before all the videos released in like a matter of hours. It was chaos. It was absolute chaos. And then after that, the series sort of changed, right? But we're sort of back at the roots now, where when we started with Tekkit Legends, the idea was I hit the timer and I just go. And I talk until we run out of time, and then we start the next episode the next day, you know, or, well, the next hour. Pretty much doing the same thing now, but because we don't have that timer, because we don't have that time limit and the sheer amount of videos coming out, it doesn't feel as stressful, and it can I'm sure it kind of comes off as lazy. Because if you turn one of these on and you don't know what the concept of the original 25-25-25 challenge was, I'm sure you're just watching it like, well, this guy is just recording for 15 minutes, not cutting out any of his ums and ahs and sneezes and coughs, and lazily building a house in Minecraft. That seems lazy. That seems lame. That's not quality content, and I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong and that it is quality content. That's not what I'm here to tell you. Let me assure you, I'm not here to convince anyone of that. I would be a terrible person if I was. What I am here to tell you is what the Shrek is going on here. Oh, no, never mind. I see what we got to do. We got to come off right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, situation solved, everybody. I figured it out. Look, you're not wrong for thinking that. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for thinking that. What I am going to say is I recognize that that's what this series is, and I'm fully okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, I am embracing the fact that this is low effort. I don't want to say low quality, because the video looks good and the audio looks good, and I'd like to think that the commentary is good. I guess it comes down to what you like in commentary and what you're looking for. And if you're looking for jokes and laughs and people screaming about things, then probably not. Or if you're looking for some like meaningful commentary on how the world works and politics and all of that, you're definitely not getting that here. But I would hope that, you know, if you're watching this, you are at least sort of enjoying it. And you wouldn't say it's low quality. You know, it might not be to everyone's tastes, but it looks good and it sounds good. And if you sort of enjoy my personality and my stream of consciousness thoughts, then maybe you get that much out of it at least. Is this not going to pitch up as high as the middle? The middle pitches up. Oh, this is weird. So this cross is going to be higher than these. I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of way to fix that, because I want them all to meet there in the middle somehow. And if we build it up like this, the way that I've got it right now, that's just not gonna happen. The alternative would be to have this go. This is the problem with asymmetrical building. This is the situation we've gotten ourselves into. Fine, you know what? The sides are just not going to be as high. We're not going to worry about it. So let me go ahead and say this. I would love to do a new Minecraft series, right? I would love to get started with a new mod pack and do something fresh, but I don't want to do it right now. You know, we're heading into a pretty hectic time of the year. You know, the holidays are coming up. We got Christmas, we got New Year, we got Thanksgiving. Obviously not in that order. And I've got a lot of big plans for the months of December and, you know, not really so much for November, but I don't want to get into something new and not have the time to really invest into it. I don't want another Sky Factory 3. You know, that's one of the biggest regrets of my life, is not having enough time for my original Sky Factory 3 series and ending it after 10 episodes, because I just didn't have the time to invest in properly researching the mod pack and doing good quality episodes on it. And at the time, episode 1 of Sky Factory 3 had the biggest launch day view numbers of any video I've ever put out. It got 800 views on release day, which is still to this day more views than any video I've ever released has gotten on release day. And the reason is, I'm pretty sure I had the first Sky Factory 3 video on the internet. Maybe that's wrong. I mean, I know there was people who had access to it in development and everything, but I still had a pretty big active Tekkit Legends audience. If you ever wondered how I have 30,000 subscribers, I had a very active Tekkit Legends series with a big audience, and a lot of them were still along. Why does it say that this is acacia wood? It's very clearly not. Look at that at the top of the screen. Why? What is going on with that? A lot of them were still around, so it got a lot of views. And more recently, and I've talked about this in previous episodes of this very series, more recently I've logged in to discover that for some reason that video has an obscenely high number of views to this day, and it continues to get a lot of views. And I think that if I'd done, you know, invested more time, had more time to invest in that series, it could be for my channel as big as Tekkit Legends was, the original, in terms of monthly views, right? Because Tekkit Legends still to this day gets an obscene amount of views. Also, I did this wrong. I just realized I shirked this up pretty bad. I'm gonna fix it though. Nobody panic. So Tekkit Legends is still very successful month to month, and I think that Sky Factory 3 could probably be like that if I'd had the time to invest in making more episodes. So what I'm trying to get at is I don't want to start now, knowing that I'm not gonna have the time to invest in a new series. I would rather wait until next year. I want to wait until next year, pick out a new mod pack, and run with it. And FTB is now separating from Twitch, from Curse. They're going back to releasing things in their own launcher. I'm looking forward to see what they've got coming out next year. I just want to wait till I have enough free time that I know I can invest in making a good modded Minecraft series. I don't want to get into one now at this time of the year, but I still want to play Minecraft. I enjoy building in Minecraft, and I enjoy these stream of consciousness videos. It's nice to just have an idea, sit down, and then talk about that idea while I build a house in Minecraft. So while I appreciate all of the people hopping in to point out that this is an old mod pack, and they don't understand why I'm still playing it, and why don't I go do this new thing, I will go do a new thing. It's not gonna happen until 2020. I want to take that time, and I enjoy this. I've said it before. I'll say it once more. Because I know this, and because I'm comfortable with it and its mechanics, and I know that I've done pretty much everything that has to be done in it. I've done everything in Tekkit Legends. I haven't made power armor yet. I'll admit that. I've never made power armor. Maybe we should focus on that one of these episodes. In the meantime, though, I feel comfortable doing this. It's therapeutic for me. It is a comforting. It's like going back to an old video game when you're sick. I'm looking at you, Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, the things I could talk about with that game and the amount of fun I've had playing it. But we've talked so much about Kingdom Hearts already. I feel like it would just be obnoxious for me to go on and on and on, wax on and on nostalgic for it. I might, though. And there's nothing you can do about it. No, but seriously though, I have, if you enjoy this series, please let me know. Please comment down below and let me know if you want to continue seeing it. I had an idea for a similar series going into the new year, separate from a new modded Minecraft series. Because here's the thing, as I was saying earlier, these are really easy to put together. They're not low quality. I like to think, again, high quality video, high quality audio, but they are, for lack of a better term, they're low time investment. That's the word I'm looking for. I want to sort of say that without saying that they're lazy or they're no good, right? Because I don't want to run down my own series, but that's what it is. It's a low time investment. It's easy to turn these around on the daily, and I think that there is an audience of people that they appeal to. Not everyone, mind you. Especially not people who are like aching for that new real modded Minecraft series that gets in deep and creates 20,000 chickens. People who are looking for that are probably not going to like this. People who are tuning in to learn more about Tekkit Legends, hey, I've done everything there is to do here. And if you're looking for something more tutorial-esque, there is that original Tekkit Legends series. There's over 100 episodes of it. Between Tekkit Legends, Tekkit Texan, and Tekkit Legends the final season. There's over 100 episodes of content there for you. If you're looking for your classic Tekkit fix, that would be my recommendation to you. Otherwise, this is a different thing. This is a different thing that we're doing here. And it is more so focused on the commentary. Yes, I'm building, and yes, you get to watch me build. You get to maybe put in some input on what we want to name the town and the different regions of the town. But this is more of a discussion series. It's a pure commentary series. It reminds me a lot, and this wasn't what I intended when I started this series. It wasn't what I was had in the back of my head or anything like that. But it's reminding me a lot of the old CNanners videos. For those of you who weren't around when CNanners first started, he started making videos about Call of Duty, in which he discussed his gameplay and his tactics and the maps and the weapons. But as his channel progressed, and I was there in the early days to watch this, his videos stopped being about Call of Duty. Like, they were still in Call of Duty, but they were about discussions. He would talk about different things in his videos instead of just playing Call of Duty. He would instead have these conversations about different topics and different ideas and different interests, and they were more so conversations with the audience. And I don't mean to make this sound, oh, there's the end of our time. I don't mean to make this sound so grandiose as to suggest I'm anywhere on the level of Scene Anners. Scene Anners is an absolute legend, as many of you know. But that's what I see this being. And that's the sort of energy that, again, it wasn't planned. I didn't start this off thinking, oh, this is what I'll do. Scene Anners did it. I can do it too. No, that's just sort of what this naturally evolved into. And I like that energy. I miss that energy because people don't do that anymore on YouTube. You know, I'm sure people do, and I just don't see it. It's not what the big guys are doing anymore. And you got to follow, you know, if you're doing this for a living, you got to follow the views, you got to follow the likes and all that. I've said before, if I really, really wanted to have a super successful YouTube channel, I would just spit out Modpack tutorials or mod tutorials, because those do well. The old Cubs Guide videos, you know, for mod packs and mods that are well out of date, continue to bring in a good flow of views every month. I could just make more of those. And, you know, part of me does want to be able to do YouTube for a living, but I mean, how committed am I really if I'm not willing to just sit down and do that? It just seems so uninteresting to me. And so right now I'm in a good position where it is just something I'm doing for fun. I don't have to worry about necessarily getting the views to stay afloat or anything like that, or getting that sweet ad rev, although we do need to talk about COPA and the ad rev. Because of that, I feel like I am sort of free to do whatever piques my interest at any given time. And this sort of series, this sort of old school YouTube energy is where I'm feeling. I guess the drama channels back in the day kind of did this, where they had gameplay and they discussed things, but they were always sort of like toxic drama subjects, and that's not really what I want to do here. So that's not what we're going to do here, but let's see. I want to finish this roof up before the end of the episode, you know. I set a 15-minute timer for these. I'm like, all right, whatever we'll discuss in this episode, whatever it may be, however disjointed and rambly, I got to fit it into a 15-minute time so that, you know, I don't end up going for hours just talking, because I can do that. It's perfectly within my abilities. Now, it does degrade over time, the quality of the conversation, I will admit. I can't keep going for long. But, you know, I put the 15-minute timer on it, and then more often than not recently we've been going over that timer. But you know what? With the roof, I still don't think it's perfect, but I do think it's a lot better. And I think that something that's going to help bring it along the way is to put these caps on. Yeah, there we go. Even if they don't go all the way through on the insides here, because I think that would look bad, putting them on these sides does help. I will admit that, and we'll go ahead and do that now. This one doesn't have the double. Did I not put the double on all of them? I guess I didn't. You know what? I kind of vaguely remember it doing it on those, and then not going over here and doing it on these. And we did it on those so we could take a step back and look at it from a distance and see how it looked. Well, now we know. So there we go. One more right here. And I guess that does it for this episode. So just in conclusion, I appreciate the feedback. I assure you there will be new mod packs in the future, but for right now, look at that. Get a thumbnail of that, Reese, in the future. That's your episode thumbnail right there. Hey, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!